Welcome back to iGaming. Today we're playing some more Generation Zero and we're going to find out a few myths about the Firebird. There are quite a few out there and what we're going to do is test a few of them and find out if they're true or false. There's some awesome ones and a lot of community ones floating around, but a few people have been asking questions in my comments, so I've picked a couple of those and had a little bit of a look around the forums and Facebook groups, etc. to see if there's any on there. Now, we come across four very, very strong ones that come up quite a lot. So, let's jump in and find out if they're true or false. For our next myth, we're going to see what the experimental GRG EMP rockets do to the Firebird. Will they bring him to the ground, or will he still remain up in the air? Now, unfortunately, I need to get him still, because I don't have many EMP rockets, and I really don't want to craft anymore. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. He got me. So, the EMP just holds him in place. It does not actually bring him back to the ground. Let's just do a double take quick. So it does nothing. It just sticks him in one position. So for the purpose of science, you can only you can't just do it once. You gotta double take. So the EMP blast does not knock him out of the sky. It does do it makes them go a little bit weird though. It's very cool how they look like that. And then they obviously jump back into action. Do not shoot them when they're like this. You have to make sure they keep moving, otherwise you just waste your EMP and it doesn't actually work. It seems like there's a delay. You have to wait a second or two for them to actually sort of restart, if you know what I mean. Otherwise the EMP blast doesn't do anything again. So that myth is blown out of the water. Unfortunately, not blown out of the sky. It does not work. EMP rockets will not bring down a Firebird. So our next myth is that removing all four of the jets for the Firebird actually bring it to the ground. Now, I don't think that works. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. But we have gone after a rival, which have the highest damage, and taken down 3, and on the 4th, they blow up. And then all the others that I've tried, same thing again. You could seem to only get 2 to 3 of them before they blow up, which is definitely a shame. I'm going to try this time around and make sure we only hit them, so I'm not getting any shots anywhere else. Jesus, what was that? I don't know what happened there, but it hurt. It hurt a lot. That's fine. We've got a safe house right nearby. We can just run straight back out and try that again. That was something else. I don't know what happened. The screen even went weird. But right, he's over there. He's just chilling. Now he's spotted me. Perfect. So that's 2 of the jets down. Be able to get that 3rd one too. So there's 3 down. Now the 4th one will more than likely blow him straight up, which is a shame. Because it would be very cool if they could come down and those legs could sort of form like a crab type style. And then, there we go. So, yep. That's about the 4th one that I've tried and still no luck. We're going to go try one. So for our next myth, I've heard that you cannot hide from the Firebird. Now, I don't think that's true at all. We're going to attract this one up here and we're going to also try and hide from him. So whether this is going to work or not, I don't know. Rather than just running straight in, I'm just going to lie down here under this bush. Whether it will see me or not, I don't know. Pop a flare out there. We got any fireworks? Fireworks will do better, won't they? Right, he's coming back this way. I can see the light there. I don't think he's that interested in me at the moment. Have we got a radio or something? That'd definitely work. No, we don't have a radio or anything. I'm just going to crawl a little bit closer and we'll see what happens. He's got a spotlight on the forest right now. We're a pretty open area too, which is obviously a pain in the ass. But we're right underneath him. I can't actually see where he is. I want to ideally get that spotlight right on top of me. He's got no interest in the fireworks whatsoever. Right, he's going to fly right over us now. Is he, or is he? No, he's swinging around again. I want to get right in his spotlight just to see if that works. But normally, if I was up and running by about now, then he would have caught me easily. So, let's see, as we get up, we've already got his bar kicking off a little bit. I don't want to go too close up here because there's a lot of machines in here. Can avoid those guys for now. Also doing science stuff. Right. Yeah, the second we lie down, he stops noticing. So there we go. Going prone is obviously the way to go. So we're right underneath him again. Just getting that bar all the way up if we can. I'm going to try and sprint. Right, there we go. We're hidden. Something's noticed me. He's searching now. He's searching. He hasn't found me yet. No, alright, alright. So we've even entered combat and he's still unsure of where we are. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The proof is in the pudding. You can hide from the Firebird. Next up is, does the Firebird land? Now, it took me a while to actually figure this one out, and it's hit and miss. He doesn't exactly land, but he does come very close to the ground. Now, you'll see this after around about 10 to 15 minutes of combat with one Firebird. So, it does take a while for it to happen. And obviously you don't want to end up blowing him up. Normally you can blow a Firebird up in, what, let's say maximum 5 minutes. So you do have to toy with them a little bit. I found this out by doing a separate video all about using the Moller against the Firebird. And around about 15 minutes into combat, he did something very strange. And it was quite cool, as you can see here. But as you can see, he doesn't actually land and put those... let's say wings on the ground. He just gets very close, does a sort of spin, and then goes back up. Which is a shame, really. I thought it'd be really cool if he did land. And I did try and get close to him several times whilst he was doing that spin, and I didn't receive any damage. So I don't think that's a melee, I just think it's a random thing. But it has happened on 2 Firebirds that I've found so far. So, you know... It's false. It's false, but it's true. He comes within inches of the ground, but he doesn't actually land. So our next one is a biggie. And that is, can you be squashed by the Firebird? Now, when it's alive, no. But when it dies, well, let's find out. The tricky part is actually, obviously you're not going to be trying to do this, so trying to do it is a strange one. You've got to time the death just right. If you destroy him as he's moving, obviously he flies quite far away, so you've got to get it cock on. And he needs to be stood pretty much still, which leaves you open to being shot. Because when he's still, that means he's firing one of the cannons. See, he's moved too far over the bloody wall this time round. It is quite hard to get underneath them as well, which is a pain in the arse. Alright, a couple more shots. He's taking a big old chunk of damage here. Alright, let's get him shooting and then we'll run directly under him. Come on. Don't go under the wall. There we go, that's the badger. Oh, we were too far away. Boom! That answers the question. So, I did it a couple of times, and unfortunately, the only way I could actually get him to land on me is by EMPing him, as you could see there. And that worked, because he was in the same spot. Normally, though, anytime that you're shooting them, they just go off in a random way. They never fall directly down, unless they've been stunned beforehand. So, you know, if you do want to end up killing yourself by Firebird dropping on your head, then EMP him first. It works. So this next one is not so much of a myth, but it's just a final little tip for you all. You can actually damage him with his own explosions. So these things here are explosives. Shoot that, and it drops straight to the ground. So that's only if you shoot the balloon. So the balloon brings it directly down, and it's a hell of a splash. But what you can do is shoot the actual laser, and it goes bang in the sky. Now, if you can get the Firebird nice and close to one of these, you can actually do a fair amount of damage. It takes a hell of a long time to get him close, and it is actually a ball ache to do. By the time you've actually got him that close, you would have been better just to use your own weapons. So, in my opinion, it's not the best thing to do, but it does work, and yeah, you know, it's there. It does work-ish. It's just very time-consuming, so I wouldn't recommend doing it, but you know, if you want something to do and you've got a spare 4 hours to kill, then there we go. That's something you can try out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from me today. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, please drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for all of the other survival games that we play here on Wired Gaming. We play much more than Generation Zero. We've covered a lot of new survival games recently, so stick around for plenty more of that stuff. And, of course, much more Generation Zero. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and if you want to support us a little bit further, consider checking out the members. I've been Wired, you've been awesome, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.